Levioso. Is that all you've got? Stupefy.
Levio, don't shy away now.
Stupefy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the another episode of Hogwarts Legacy हिंदी में। आप देख रहे हो Hogwarts Legacy का अगला एपिसोड मेरे साथ, जहाँ पर हम फाइनली पहुँच चुके हैं हॉगवर्ट्स स्कूल में और आज हमारा फर्स्ट डे है। देखते हैं कि आज का दिन कैसा जाता है। इससे पहले कि हम आगे बढ़ें, आप सभी से एक रिक्वेस्ट है, वीडियो अच्छी लगती है तो लाइक करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। ऑल राइट देन, ज़रा हम रूम देख लें पहले सब कुछ अच्छे से। क्विडिच, अमेजिंग यार। क्या बात, लगता है कि सारे कप हमको ही मिले, ग्रिफिंडोर को ही। एप्पल बाय एरोस, लेकिन ये मूवमेंट नहीं कर रहे हैं, मे बी ये पोस्टर्स है। चले बाहर। हमारे क्या है, फाइंड योर कॉमन रूम, पहला पड़ाव हमारा। ओह, लुक एट द हॉलवे। जाना कहाँ अपने को? ऊपर चलो।
Which way is the common room?
सो आई होप आपने हमारा पहला एपिसोड देखा होगा, बहुत ज़बरदस्त था। इसकी जो एंट्री हुई है हॉगवर्ट्स में वो बहुत मुश्किल से हुई है और बहुत हार्ड था वो सब कुछ। आई होप कि आपने वो देखा हो। अगर नहीं देखा तो पहले आप उसे देख लो, फिर उसके बाद ये देख लेना, क्योंकि वीडियो कहीं नहीं जा रही है। लिंक वही आपको मिल जाएगा आई बटन पे। यूनिकॉर्न और ये ट्रोल है या कुछ और है, ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा। ग्रिफिंडोर यानी कि गरुड़ द्वार। ये रहा हॉलवे ग्रिफिंडोर का। क्या कर रही महारानी? अगर मैं इसे मारने की कोशिश करूं तो नहीं हो रहा। यहां पर हमें पहुंचना। चलो चलो जल्दी चलो जल्दी चलो। अरे बाप रे, ये रहे सारे कप। सच में अभी तो यकीन नहीं हो रहा कि भाई हम लोग हॉगवर्ट्स में आज लेवल। अच्छा, ये तो 1 चाहिए इसके लिए।
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
हाँ जी, वो हम ही है जिसकी आप चुगली कर रहे हो आपस में 5th ईयर पे। और कुछ बोलना है हमारे बारे में? क्या बात, हमारा खौफ देख रहे हो? इनके पास जाते ये लोग चुप हो गए। अब पीठ पीछे बोलेंगे 5th ईयर के बारे में। वाह यार, ये क्या है? इग्नाटिया वाइल्डस्मिथ।
That new 5th year.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine
Oh,
starting this
yaar.
this late.
अमेजिंग।
Room, everyone. Let them through.
Nelly will do anything for attention.
ये चेस्ट रखा हुआ है, रुको। हाउस चेस्ट प्लेस।
I hope a professor catches her
Want
this
to get in
time.
trouble the first day.
ये क्या रखी? चाय रखी है हमारे लिए। बढ़िया।
How are there so many teachers.
I would really like
खाना भी रखा
someone
हुआ है
to
क्या
try
ये?
it.
काजू गैरेथ विजली भी
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
हाँ
I
वही
am. She's my aunt.
That must be nice. That must be awkward. Then you can do whatever you want.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Great. Do you have a snack of potion too?
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Sharp. Nice meeting you, Gareth.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
और ये महाशय सो रहे हैं
The holidays. Can never have too many fairy lights, in my opinion. Not sure the fairies would agree. Mine.
I haven't met any of my cousins.
Nelly'll do anything for a thrill.
Found out we were sorted into the same house.
ये क्या कर रही है
If I get caught, I shan't have...
जादू दिखा रही है कोई जादू ओहो
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
जादू दिखा रही है
If I get caught, I shan't offend you.
क्या बात
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
ये क्यों हंस रहा है
Nelly!
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Nelly'll do anything for a thrill.
नेली बहुत बढ़िया
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower from the outside without
a broom.
broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
हाँ सभी ने सुना है सारे स्कूल में मेरी ही बातें चल रही हैं इट्स ट्रू वो तो है इट वॉज टेरिफाइंग इट वॉज नथिंग आई कुडंट हैंडल ये तो ज़्यादा हो जाएगा ना फर्स्ट डे फर्स्ट गर्ल से हम ऐसे बात करेंगे नहीं इट वॉज टेरिफाइंग
It's true, and I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the Ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What are people saying about my travel here? Oh, not afraid of heights. Are you? Have you ever encountered a dragon? सबसे पहला तो यही पूछेंगे क्योंकि ड्रैगन कर रही है तो
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
वो तो हमने देख लिया था.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
अच्छा जी, चलो ठीक है. Nice to meet you.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
फिर चढ़ गई. अरे 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 आराम से. चाहिए ऊपर ही रहती है. आप किससे बात कर रहे हैं? इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ टू क्रेसिडा.
Oh, perhaps I should.
ओह, जादू कर रही है.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh!
नॉन वर्बली.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
हाँ, ये ठीक रहेगा.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
I'm sure you'll get this. Perhaps you just need a bit more practice. Your cast needs work. नहीं यार. I'm sure.
Don't worry. You'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
नॉन वर्बल स्पेल्स शायद वो होते हैं जो कि जहाँ पे हमें मंत्र बोले नहीं पड़ते, सिर्फ छड़ी घुमाई और मंत्र निकल गया.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal
वही
casting
तो.
until the 6th year. And even
अच्छा.
then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
बहुत तेज हो भाई. Wish you luck.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
हाँ ठीक है, मैं जा रहा हूँ. कहाँ गया गेट? वो रहा.
Lumos.
It's tradition in my family.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been
बिल्कुल.
dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the
OWLS.
end of the
Owls.
OWLs. Owls.
year. Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
ऐसा क्या कर दिया लोग? ओहो,
Here you
बुक.
are.
शानदार.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. you would be wise to take full advantage of this
exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
ठीक है भाई,
This way.
चलिए.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
ठीक है.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
चलो भाई, इसी बहाने हम हॉगवर्ट्स घूमेंगे पूरा अच्छे से. फिलहाल तो हम लोग अपने रूम में ही थे.
The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
ये कौन सी पेंटिंग है?
Simply cast Revelio on it and we'll see what the guide says.
ये तो मुझे आता है.
Revelio.
This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir and an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said FS instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. अरे बाप रे, मतलब कि वो ये अपने शब्द ध्यान से चुने, वरना ये हाल हो जाएगा. You have just unlocked the field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. एक सेकेंड. Open field guide. This is your wizard level. XP earned from challenges increase your level and power. क्या क्या है इसमें? गियर है, इन्वेंट्री है, कलेक्शंस है, चैलेंजेस है, सेटिंग्स, आउल पोस्ट, क्वेस्ट, 1% challenges. Discover field pages. Each challenges has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete. From appearance to critical. Oh my god, ये तो बढ़िया है. Rewards must be claimed from the challenge menu. अच्छा. एक सेकेंड मुझे फिर से देखना है. कलेक्शन में क्या क्या है? अच्छा, अभी सब बंद है. इन्वेंट्री में कुछ नहीं है. गियर्स, अच्छा ये आ गया हमारे गियर्स. डिस्ट्रॉय करने का भी है इसको. अच्छा, जो हमें उसमें मिला था डिलक्स एडिशन में, या फिर जो हमने लिंक किया था, उसका कुछ है इसमें? देखता हूं अभी हैंड में. ये ठीक है. दिस आइटम हैज नो मैजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. लेकिन इसमें डिफेंस है. क्या बात, तो इसको डिस्ट्रॉय करें? कुछ मिला? पता नहीं. आउटफिट में होगा ना? नहीं, इसमें भी नहीं है यार. ये ठीक है. बाकी तो सब कुछ अभी बंद ही है. इन्वेंट्री, कलेक्शन, चैलेंजेस. ओह, कितना बड़ा मैप है हॉगवर्ट्स का. यहां जाना है अपने को. अटेंड योर फर्स्ट डे एट हॉगवर्ट्स. ठीक है. चलिए.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more
Revelio.
opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
वो कुछ मिला है, एक सेकेंड। ये कौन है? Peeves.
Leave me alone, Peeves, or I'll call the Baron.
यार ये तो बढ़िया था, इसमें हम पेट भी कर सकते हैं। म्याऊ।
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
लेकिन ये बिल्ली किसकी है? एक सेकंड मैम, एक सेकंड। लेवल 1 अनलॉक। चलिए एक सेकंड, ये तो भाई लेना पड़ेगा, ये तो अपना अधिकार है।
Revelio.
ये बहुत कुछ है यार, लेंगे बाद में लेंगे। फिलहाल पहले अपनी क्लासेस अटेंड करते हैं, उसके बाद नए स्पेस सीखेंगे ना, तब मजा आएगा।
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use
Flue flames.
to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You discovered a Flue Flames fast travel point. You can open the map at that time to fast travel. ठीक है। Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and it includes the house, common room, and great hall. Select the south wing region to continue. South wing कौन सा? यही तो है। ये रहा। In this view, you can see the Flue Flames available in this region. Grey Flue reveal the location. अच्छा, मतलब कि हमारा fast travel point होगा. Find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Select the library and its region. ये रहा। Professor Weasley unlocked the central hall Flue Flames for you. अच्छा, थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम। चलिए, मतलब फास्ट ट्रैवल के लिए हम यहाँ पे Flue Flames को यूज करेंगे।
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere
Follow
in the
Professor
castle
Weasley.
quickly from Central Hall.
अरे वो पेज, एक सेकंड।
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
ये तो लेकिन एक्यो से आएंगे ना,
Revelio.
और एक्यो
That
अपने पास
should
है
be
नहीं।
all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And
Dark
I'd
Arts
like to
भी,
be
oh
sure
my
you get to
God, आज का दिन बहुत बढ़िया
Hogsmeade
रहेगा।
as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about charm classes? What exactly is Defense Against the Dark Arts? पहले ये।
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become
और arts के लिए होते हैं, हाँ।
warriors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in
Professor
charge of our
Hecat.
students' education in that regard.
Charm classes?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Hogsmeade.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with
Butterbeer.
friends in due course.
ये तो पीना है भाई। All right, thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
ये तो है यार.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume
शायद इसने गलती कर दी ruins के बारे में बताकर.
Details to himself for now. Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
चलो बढ़िया. ओके, तो मैम तो हमारी चली गई है. प्रोफेसर फिक्स से अब ज़रा बात किया जाए, लेकिन उससे पहले ज़रा जो हमें मिला है वो चीज़ तो देख लें. गियर्स, इसकी बात नहीं कर रहे हैं हम, कर रहे हैं इसकी बात. ये फिलहाल ये मस्त लग रहा है. ये वाला पहनते हैं, इसको हटाते हैं. नहीं, ये जो मफलर है इसको हटाओ. कहाँ से हटता है ये? अरे ये लगाने. हाँ ठीक है, ये वाले पहनते हैं. टोपी की जरूरत तो है नहीं. इसका हुड लगाए नहीं लगाए, ऐसे मस्त लग रहा है ना. चलो ठीक है, बोलिए सर.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
एक्चुअली मेरे मुंह से निकल गया था वो.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
बिल्कुल.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now,
Womans.
as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
बिल्कुल. This is the map. Fu Flames locations. Defense against the dark arts. जिससे हमको मिलेगा लेवियोसो. Wow. Some quests are locked by the spells or level requirement. In these cases, you will need to be the required level. ट्रैकर क्वेस्ट, ये है लेवियोसो, ये है चार्म क्लास एक्यू यानी कि प्रोफेसर रोनन। फिलहाल हमें एक्यू चाहिए।
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
ठीक है, गो टू चार्म क्लासेस। तो यहाँ पर अभी तक हमें हमारी पर्सनल वॉन्ड नहीं मिली है। जी हाँ, ये वॉन्ड बोरोड की हुई है फ्रॉम प्रोफेसर फिग, तो इसलिए जब हमें अपनी मिलेगी फिर वही मस्त वाले सीन होने वाले हैं जब हम जाएंगे हॉग्समीड में अपनी पहली छड़ी लेने के लिए। लेकिन उससे पहले लुक एट दिस प्लेस बेबी, हॉगवर्ट्स, ग्रेट। ये भी एक चीज़ होगी, लेकिन फ़िलहाल के लिए मुझे पहले लेसन्स लेने होंगे, उसके बाद हम इस पूरे हॉल को आराम से एक्सप्लोर करेंगे। ये भी तो है अपने पास गाइड करने के लिए।
Revelio.
ये आवाज कहाँ से आ रही है? अभी नहीं, अभी अपने ध्यान मत भटकाओ, फिलहाल हमें निकलना है भाई।
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
अच्छा, मैं उल्टा आ गया।
Revelio.
ये जो बेल बज रहे हैं टिंग टिंग करके, ये एक्चुअली वही है कि मतलब यहाँ पे कुछ है, लूटने लायक है, लेकिन वो हम सब देखेंगे। लेकिन फिलहाल पहले मुझे अपनी क्लासेस अटेंड करनी है। मज़ा आएगा तब जब अपने पास ब्रूम आएगी, झाड़ू आएगी, तब मज़ा आएगा इस पूरी कासर को एक्सप्लोर करने में बाहर से। वेट है, जल्दी करो। डिफेंस अगेंस्ट द डार्क आर्ट्स टावर। वो रहा एक चेस्ट, लेकिन वो वाला है शायद। अरे बाप रे, गजब। चलो।
Professor Ronan.
Revelio.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
ये रिस्पेल, चलो। Good morning, students.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Natsai Onai.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. Accio, study your wand. Okay, अब आएगा मजा Accio लेने में. First day, first class. Accio.
That is not
God
bad.
damn, this is amazing, yeah.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Broom flight तो नहीं हुई अभी.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
अच्छा अभी भी वही है summon. Wow.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish
The summoning
your
charm Accio puts the target closer to the caster. Hold A and press the A button to cast Accio.
If you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall. Yes? That's it!
पहली बारी में I think 50 लिखा हुआ है ना यहाँ पर. हाँ 50 points. Okay. Next.
Very good.
ये गिरेगा. ये गिरेगा.
Happens to the best of us. Splendid.
गिरेगा.
Not to worry. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
Of course.
Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
अब आएगा ना मजा. चैलेंज हो तब हम जरा ध्यान से करें.
Just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
चलो भाई सबसे पहले आप.
Watch this.
अरे बाप रे. देखिए आपको पॉइंट कितने मिलते हैं. 50 पॉइंट्स. बहुत बढ़िया. नाउ इट्स आवर टर्न.
That's it.
Be sharp.
चलो और ड्रॉ करें फिर. अरे माय मिस्टेक मेरे से बीच में छूट गया बटन. ये तो बेइज्जती है यार.
That is how it's done.
Stay focused.
गंदा खेला मैंने यार.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
अब क्या कर दिया इसने? Competition,
I
huh?
think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
पहला मैच सिर्फ मेरा एक ट्रायल था. मैं चाहता था कि नॉर्थ साइड जीत जाए, लेकिन अब नहीं. Now it's my turn, baby.
There we go.
चला जा. अभी 50 points, baby. Come on. 50.
Very good.
Watch this.
नहीं, आपने थोड़ी देर कर दी. 30 points. अब देखो ऐसे खेलते हैं. ठीक है.
Quite impressive.
कॉमन है, मतलब ड्रॉ. प्लेस साइड.
That is
Okay.
how it's done.
अब देखो आप खेलते कैसे हैं.
I know everything, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
ओए, बाहर मत गिरना.
Splendid.
ये ड्रॉ हो गया ना. चलो बढ़िया.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before
Ouagadougou.
we got here. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big is Ouagadougou?
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Floating in midair, क्या बात? हवा में है वो महल. Is the magic same as
This may seem an
Ouagadougou?
odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
क्या मतलब without wand magic? क्या बात?
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
क्या बात है यार? आज एक नए स्कूल के बारे में जानने को मिला.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course. मिलेंगे बाद में.
Can use Accio on humans. Revelio, so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on...
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
A word, if you would.
मतलब है इतना मस्त Accio.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
फर्स्ट क्लास कैसी रही? बहुत शानदार रही हॉगवर्ट्स की. अभी हमें एक और चार्म की क्लास सीखनी है और हमें उसके बाद कुछ एक्स्ट्रा असाइनमेंट भी सभी से मिलेंगे ताकि हम उन्हें जल्दी से, जो बाकी के स्टूडेंट्स हैं हमारे, उन्हें हम जल्दी कैचअप कर पाएं. चलो फिर.
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new
Samantha
student, aren't
Dale.
you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
कोई बात नहीं, सब हो जाएगा.
Revelio.
If we were simply taught antidotes to common...
And then the werewolves joined the goblins on the outside.
Werewolves, where were you? In the goblin...
यहाँ पे कोई पेज नहीं उठ रहा क्या? क्योंकि अब तो हम लोग सीख चुके हैं. एक्यो तो इजीली से पकड़ लेंगे.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boys.
ये.
Telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert.
लेकिन फिलहाल के लिए हमें एक नेक्स्ट क्लास ज्वाइन करनी है. देखो, एक्सप्लोर तो हम आराम से करेंगे हॉगवर्ट्स को.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention.
लेकिन अभी नहीं. अभी पहले क्लास लेते हैं.
Wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus.
और उसके लिए सीधा यहाँ पर पहुंचेंगे. तो कहाँ पर इसके पास में कौन सा वाला है? फास्ट ट्रेवल ये रहा. The field guide, I could get lost in this castle. I may need to use the charmed compass. बढ़िया है. लेकिन अभी से बंद करो.
Revelio.
और कुछ आसपास में देखते हैं. अभी नहीं यार, मैं बार बार भूल जा रहा हूँ. पहले क्लास. पहले क्लास, उसके बाद हम इस हॉगवर्ट्स को एक बार आराम से घूमेंगे, क्योंकि विदाउट स्पेल्स कुछ काम के नहीं है हॉगवर्ट्स घूमना.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
थोड़ी फाइटिंग कर ली जाए. डार्क आर्ट्स.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
सही खेल गई.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Alright, it's time to learn Levioso. Levioso.
Levioso.
सीख गए ना, बहुत बड़ी, just like the movie.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
अब कुछ मजा आएगा. मतलब डिफेंस अगेंस्ट द डार्क आर्ट्स बहुत प्यारा सब्जेक्ट है, लेकिन जबरदस्त है.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
ये तो मुझे आता है.
See how the dummy deflected your cast. This time, cast
Levioso
first, then the basic cast. Remember,
पहले Levioso ना. Break through yellow shield with control. अच्छा, येलो शील्ड यानी कि जो भी यूज करेगा प्रोटेगो येलो शील्ड, तो वो लेवियोसे से हट सकती है. लेट मी ट्राई.
Now the basics. Well done.
ये तो बढ़िया है, फिर सीख गए हम लोग.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by
dueling.
We'll start with
I loved it, baby.
Duelists, take your marks.
Let's get this.
Proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast.
लेकिन ये ड्रेस बड़ी प्यारी लग रही है ना, ग्रिफिंडोर की, गरुड़ द्वार की. चलो आ जाए. कमान कमान, पहले आप.
Complicates things.
Once more, पहले आप. सेबेस्टियन बेचारा भी हिला हुआ है.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about
Now it's my turn.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
बड़ी जल्दी हार गया. हट.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students.
They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
And they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
आप भी देंगे असाइनमेंट. बहुत सारे लोग असाइनमेंट दे रहे हैं हमको.
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Hebridean black skeleton. Speak with Sebastian.
Revelio.
ये रहा Sebastian.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
So, I have had my shares of wand combat. ये देखते
I've
हैं.
dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Dueling organizations sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Luke and Bradley.
Till next time.
Quest complete Defense Against the Dark Arts क्लास. लेकिन हमें ये नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि ये सेबेस्टियन एक नाग शक्ति में है, यानी कि स्लिथरिन में है, और उसी को पता है द किलर कर्स. तो इससे हमें दोस्ती यारी बढ़ानी पड़ेगी ताकि ये हमें भी सिखा दे. वीजली आफ्टर क्लास. अच्छा, हमें उनसे मिलना है ना, प्रोफेसर वीजली से, दोनों क्लास के बाद, यानी अभी हम मिलने जाएंगे उनसे. Talk to Luke and Bradley by. I should speak with Luke and Bradley about the secret dueling club. ये करेंगे पहले. कुछ नया है क्या? हुड पहनते हैं आप. Talk to Luke and Bradley.
Revelio.
मानना पड़ेगा अभी तक हमारी 2 क्लास हो चुकी हैं और हमें एक्स्ट्रा असाइनमेंट भी मिलेगा आने वाले समय पर, यानी कि क्या पता कि अभी मिल जाए. और अभी हमें एक मेन चीज़ करनी है, वो है एक सीक्रेट डुएलिंग क्लब को ज्वाइन करना, क्योंकि वहाँ पर हमको मे बी नए नए लोग मिलेंगे जो कि नए नए पावर्स यूज़ करेंगे और हम बेसिकली वहाँ पर हम प्रैक्टिस कर पाएंगे डुएलिंग की.
Revelio.
ओहो, क्या बात. हॉन्टेड टॉयलेट. ये पीव्स को देखो.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you praxia mole?
ये भूत है क्या ये?
For only one time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory. Not for the meek. These peas will make
अरे मुझे वो चेस्ट चाहिए थी लेकिन उसके अंदर है. एक सेकंड यहाँ पे.
Revelio.
But he
ये
failed
रही.
as did his containment charms, so I took
Coins मिले.
revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed to draw up a contract with
यहाँ पर भी एक बुक.
that if I behaved, I'd have one for you.
ये सब बहुत ज़रूरी है यहाँ पर. ये भी एक तरह का पजल है, लेकिन इसके अंदर जब हम ओह यहाँ पर भी है.
Revelio.
मैप ऑफ आरग्लिशियर. लेकिन ये एक रास्ता है जिसके अंदर हम जाएंगे तो हमें चेस्ट मिलेगा. भाई हॉगवर्ट्स है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं यहाँ पर रहस्यमयी. एक तो चेस्ट चाहिए रहा, पहले हम इसको ले लें. बस हो गया. चलो वाओ यार, लुक एट दिस। यहाँ पर हम आएंगे जब हमें वॉन्ड नहीं सॉरी, जब हमें ब्रूम मिलेगी, वो झाड़ू मिलेगी उड़ने वाली, तब ये सब जगह चक्कर लगाएंगे। पता नहीं कब तक मिलने वाली है वो। पहले हमें सिखाया जाएगा उस पर लेसन, जस्ट लाइक द मूवी, उसके बाद मिलेगी तब मजा आएगा।
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio.
अच्छा यहाँ के लिए भी छू पड़ रहा है, ठीक है बढ़िया। किससे मिलना है हमें? एक सेकेंड पहले लूटो पार्टी। इसके अंदर भी है रास्ता, लेकिन वो बाद में, लेकिन पहले इससे मिलते हैं। कहाँ गया? ये रहा।
Can I help you?
Of course.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides,
ये तो
in
चाहिए।
crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
ठीक है, I'm ready.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
वो तो देखते हैं, वक्त बताएगा। Break through yellow shields with control spells. Target lets you track enemies without aiming. Use this to exchange target. ठीक है।
Confringo! Protego! Levioso! Is that all you've got? Stupefy!
Levio, don't shy away now.
Stupefy!
दिवाली मनाएंगे, दिवाली।
Expulso! Give him more!
Levioso! Confringo! Come on!
दोनों गए। Come on, उठो।
Levioso!
कहाँ जा रहे हो भैया, कहाँ जा रहे हो?
You're better than that! Stupefy! Confringo!
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Victory.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
बिल्कुल। अगर हमें और करना होगा तो हमें उससे बात करूँ क्या? नहीं, अभी नहीं कर रहे। ये भी थक गया बेचारा। वहाँ बाहर क्या है? अच्छा, बंद है।
Take a moment to allow our music to soothe your heart.
और ये क्या है? ओह, ये कौन सी जगह है? चेस्ट के लिए क्या जबरदस्ती। फिर से ट्राई करते हैं। बहुत कुछ है भाई पूरे हॉगवर्ट्स किले में। ये प्रॉपर वही हॉगवर्ट्स है जो कि हम अब तक देखते आ रहे हैं, इसलिए इसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें नई हैं। जैसे कि ग्रिफिंडोर और स्लिथरिन के अलावा जो बाकी के हाउसेस हैं लाइक रेवेनक्लो, इन सब का अपना एक बड़ा सा कॉमन रूम है और वो इसमें दिखेगा। और भी कई सारी चीज़ें हैं जहाँ पर अभी तक हम एक्सप्लोर नहीं कर पाए मूवी में, लेकिन यहाँ पर हम कर सकते हैं। हम सब कुछ एक्सप्लोर करेंगे प्रॉपर तरीके से हॉगवर्ट्स में। लेकिन फ़िलहाल के लिए अभी हम जाते हैं मैडम वीजली के पास। बहुत बढ़िया है यार, वाओ। यहाँ से इतना अच्छा लग रहा है, तो सो जस्ट इमेजिन जब हम ब्रूम में उड़ेंगे, जब हम झाड़ू में उड़ेंगे, तब कितना प्यारा लगेगा ये हॉगवर्ट्स। मैं मरे जा रहा हूँ एकदम उड़ने के लिए। अच्छा हम यहाँ पे चाहिए। एक सेकेंड। ये भी तो है कुछ, ये कहाँ पर है? अच्छा ये अंदर है। एक सेकेंड। एक्यो मिल गया। एक पेज और चाहिए अपने को, 7 पेज हो गए। ये रहा।
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
चलो, Weasley quest.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Deke नाम है इसका।
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
No, Professor.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
हाँ, मुझे पता है, वो उन्होंने कहा था
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
इससे मुझे याद आया, मेरे दिमाग में एक सवाल था कि जो ओलिवेंडर्स हैं वो तो डायगन एली में थे, लेकिन फिर ये हॉग्समीड में कौन सा ओलिवर है?
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
What's a spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
तो फिर अब हम निकले यहाँ से?
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
हाँ, दोनों फिलहाल के लिए तो अच्छे हैं, खासकर नेटी। हाँ, मुझे ज़्यादा बात नहीं हुई है सेबेस्टियन से, और तो नेटी may be perfect.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
मतलब हर एक चीज़ दे रखी है। आप ये देखो, मूवी या फिर आप बुक्स उठा के देख लो, हर एक चीज़ इसमें प्रॉपरली दे रखी है, और जो मूवीज में नहीं है वो यहाँ पे दे दिया। Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. The reward for completing your first assignment will be mending charm Reparo. हाँ, Reparo तो बहुत ज़रूरी है, मुझे चाहिए। Reparo वही है जो हमने कास्ट की थी वहाँ पर, जहाँ पे ब्रिज टूटा हुआ था, जब मैं और प्रोफेसर फेक आ रहे थे फ्रॉम लंदन, याद होगा आपको?
Off on another adventure, are we?
यहाँ पे तो है ये।
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
अभी करेंगे जो करेंगे। Collect the flying pages near the broken statue.
Revelio.
वहाँ दिखा रहा है।
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Got it.
और दूसरा है डार्कास्ट टावर, वो तो ऊपर होगा ना? चलते हैं फिर ऊपर ही।
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
अच्छा, यहीं पर ही होगा कहीं आसपास।
Revelio.
Flying Era.
Accio. Brilliant.
Return to Professor Ronan. On my way. यहाँ पर धूप भी है, धुंध भी है, क्या क्या है?
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Remember, your wand is a
ओह,
conduit
ये तो बहुत
of your
जबरदस्त लग रहा
magic.
है। Reparo. ये सीख गया देगा चंद मिनटों में, सॉरी सेकंड्स में। The mending charm repair can be used to bend project broken objects and pieces of the environment like this. Yeah baby.
That's it. Very good.
अब कहीं ट्राई करना है, कहीं ट्राई करना है।
Something. Have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water.
Broken statue.
It allegedly symbolized heartbreak.
ये रहा।
Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
शुरू करें। Quest complete. Okay. Ready your wand. Once again. Wow, कितनी प्यारी एनिमेशन आ रही है। 1, 2 and repair.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
अरे बाप रे। ये क्या है?
Revelio.
एक सेकंड, ये इसमें लोगो बना हुआ है लेवियोसा का।
Levioso.
पंद्रह पेजेस हैं इसे। अच्छा चलो फिलहाल के लिए क्या है अपने पास? पहले इन्वेंटरी में देखेंगे, पहले हम देखेंगे चैलेंज में कि जो अभी तक हमने पूरा किया है। असाइनमेंट, अभी क्वेस्ट, वेलकम्स टू हॉग्समीड। ओहो हॉग्समीड्स, कलेक्शंस, इन्वेंटरी, गियर्स, अभी हुड जरा निकाल देते हैं। नहीं रहने दो, ऐसे ही ठीक लग रहा है। चलो अब जाएंगे हॉग्समीड्स में। कहाँ पर है हॉग्समीड? फास्ट ट्रैवल करते हैं ना। एंशिएंट मैजिक थ्रो। अच्छा एक सेकंड। मीट नेटी नियर द एंट्रेंस टू हॉगवर्ट्स। नहीं, मुझे चल के जाना पड़ेगा, यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है।
Revelio.
ये सब पजल हैं, ये सब पजल हम सॉल्व करेंगे आने वाले टाइम में, लेकिन इससे पहले ज़रा हॉग्समीड हुआ है, अपनी नई वॉन्ड से ये सब सॉल्व करेंगे। एक सेकंड, मैंने तो ये हटाया था, तो ये अपने आप कैसे आ गया? ठीक है। ऐसे बहुत मेरे पास, इसको लेकर हटा ही देते हैं। हाँ ठीक है, चलो। अब हॉग्समीड जाने का समय आ चुका है, बहुत मजा आएगा।
Revelio.
ये पहले इसको जरा नॉक कर दे। फ्लू।
What are you up to now?
ओह, लेवेंडर पैच स्कार्फ। एक सेकेंड। ब्रोकन ब्रूम।
Natty,
Okay.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
सो गाइज यहाँ पर आज हम इस वीडियो का दी एंड करते हैं। बहुत कुछ ऑलरेडी हमें देखना है और हम देख चुके हैं, और ये वीडियो वैसे भी बहुत लंबी हो चुकी है। नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में मिलेंगे आपसे हॉग्समेड में और देखेंगे कि वहाँ पर क्या क्या चीज़ हमें लेनी है और कैसा दिखता है असल में असली हॉग्समेड। जाने से पहले लाइक की बिना मत जाना, आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है। टिल देन मैं वीके मिलता हूँ आपसे अगले एपिसोड में। अपना ख्याल रखें, मज़े करें, खुश रहें और देखते रहें। धन्यवाद।